Okay, so for tonight's practice, I want you to start lying on your back. So before you extend your legs long first, I want you to have feet flat, about hips distance apart. Actually, take that back. Take your feet as wide as the mat, and then bring your knees in together in a restful, constructive rest pose. Placing one hand on your stomach and one hand on your heart. Shimmy your hips a little bit so you feel rooted. You don't feel like one hip is turning in or it's up higher. And then move your shoulders around. So you feel your shoulder blades engaging with the ground. And maybe your elbows can touch the ground too. But some of us may want to hold our elbows up. You know, there's no right or wrong in any of this. And then with the back of the head on the mat, slowly rock your head from side to side. A few times. And then come to a point of stillness. With the nose facing up to the sky. Taking a few inhales and exhales here. Fully inhale through the nose. Let the belly rise, pushing into the hand. Let the chest rise. And then as you exhale, allow everything to fall back down. Take a few cycles of breath here. Inhaling in through the nose. Feeling the belly push into the hands, the chest. And then exhale, slowly back down. Inhale in fully. Feel the body move as it fills up with oxygen. And then as you exhale, allow it to be slow and with control. And at the bottom of your next exhale, bring the belly button a little bit closer into the spine and push any old stale air up and out through the lungs and the nose. Take another full cycle of breath here, fully inhale. Mindfully exhale. And I'll leave you for the next few cycles of breath. And here, heel toe, feet so you're about hips distance apart. Keep your cycle of breath going. Just a few more times. But this time as you exhale, if you would like, you can sigh it out and make your exhale audible. And then let's just take one more cycle of breath here. Fully inhale in. And as you exhale, just bring your arms down to the side. Hug your right knee into your chest. Squeeze the right knee in. And then with your peace fingers on your right hand, hook them around your right big toe and send your right foot up to the sky. Now when you do this, be mindful that you're keeping the shoulder blade down and glued onto the mat as much as possible so you're not internally rotating your shoulder in. From here, flirt around with extending your leg to the sky and then bending the knee. So some of us, we're going to be able to get a straight leg. Others of us are just going to we'll have a nice bend in the knees still, and it might straighten a little bit. So you're going to be somewhere between a little straight and totally straight. And just be where you're at. So as you inhale, take the foot up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the knee in close to the body. Each time, try to take the foot up a little bit higher. And with each exhale, bring the knee in a little bit deeper. And while you're doing this, be mindful that your left foot is staying rooted into the mat. And then the next time your exhale happens, bring the right knee into the chest. And slowly make circles with your heel and your knee. If it feels good, maybe a little bit in your hip. And then reverse direction. Beautiful. Find some stillness here. Okay, your left foot is rooted onto the mat, but then go ahead, roll onto the pinky side of the left foot and allow the left knee to come close to the ground. Some of us, our knee's going to touch the ground. Others of us, it's going to hover. So now you're in a supine corkscrew pose. Just starting to open up the hips a little bit here gently. If it feels good, you can stay in stillness or you can go back to making any movement with your right foot that you please. Two more breaths here. And then bring the left foot back onto the mat. Right knee comes into the chest. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long so the left heel is touching the mat. Extend your right leg high to the sky. If you would like, you can pull the right toes towards your face and then flex your toes up to the sky. And go back and forth so you get a little dorsiflexion and plantar flexion with your foot. You can even make circles if you would like. Just get a little movement going in your ankle. Two more breaths. And then mindfully hug the right knee back into the chest. Have the left knee meet the right. So now you're hugging both knees into the chest. And just take a minute here and notice the work you've already done on the right side. And then plant your right foot onto the mat. Squeeze the left knee in tight to the chest. And then making peace fingers on the left hand, hook the left big toe. Send the left foot high to the sky, half happy baby pose. Staying here for a cycle of breath just to assess the body. And then when you're ready, inhale, left foot comes high to the sky. Exhale, knee comes into the chest. And then flow back and forth. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend in deep. Knowing any movement is beneficial. But try to go a little longer with each inhale and a little deeper with each exhale. Two more breaths. And always remember, if your breaths are ahead or behind me, that's fine. Go at the pace that works for you, and then next time on your next exhale, knee comes into the chest. This time making circles with the heel and the toes. And then when it's feeling good, maybe you add a little more hip action in there, making your circles a little wider. And then when you're ready, reverse direction. And then find some stillness. Right foot is planted on the mat. This time, come onto the pinky side of the right foot and allow your right knee to drop off. Maybe it touches the ground, maybe it hovers. You do you. Find the sweet spot that works for you. So now you're in your supine corkscrew pose. Gently open up the adductors and the adductors of the thighs. Some of you are really feeling it deep in the groin. Others of us are feeling it in other parts of our hips. So take it where you need. If you need to back off, back off. If you want to go deeper, go deeper. It's a practice. It's not a perfect thing. So play around here. This is your opportunity to try things. One more breath. Awesome. Plant your right foot. Bring the left knee into the chest. This time, extend your left leg high to the sky and right leg comes grounded into the mat. If you want, you can point the left toes to and from the face, plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. Making circles. Two more breaths here. And then as you exhale, bring the left knee into the chest, followed by the right. Hug both knees in and squeeze them tight. Maybe you rock from side to side. Or you make some pelvic circles by moving your knees around. And then from here, I want you to rock from base of the skull to tailbone. So you may come up into a seated pose and then rock back down. And then eventually find yourself with feet flat, knees hugged in. Sit up nice and tall. Awesome. From here, let's just come seated. Let the blood pressure balance out. So you can have hands on your knees or hands can come into heart center here, but root down through your sit bones, crown of the head comes high to the sky. With each inhale, imagine the spine growing long. And each exhale, imagine that you're opening up. So you're creating length and opening here. Maybe there's a word or an object that you can use to anchor and focus the mind. So if it wanders at any point in your practice, you can come back to it or focus on it. Beautiful. Reach your arms up. Maybe look up at your fingertips, root down to your sit bones as you exhale, fold forward. Keep the sit bones rooted down. Hands come down onto the mat. And then you can stay as high as you would like, or you can slowly bring the chin into chest, or walk your hands forward. So you're deepening your seated forward fold. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. And then mindfully walk your hands up, coming back into a seated pose. Cool. All right, come on to a tabletop position. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and this is always a beautiful time to drop into a cow pose as you inhale, and cat as you exhale, getting a little movement going in the spine. Knowing you can always make C shapes if you would like. Maybe you make some circles with the pelvis. It's kind of like a whole torso experience. But try to keep your rooting of your hands and your feet into the mat, no matter what variation of cat-cow you choose. And then find some stillness in tabletop pose. Cool beans. When you're ready, find plank, top of a push-up. So, hands are rooted underneath the shoulders, fingertips spread nice and wide. Give yourself a solid foundation. Toes are planted, push out through the heels, push out through the crown of the head, belly button comes into the spine. Let's stay here for 4 cycles of breath because I jabbered a little bit. Two more breaths, so you can always drop your knees if you would like. Last breath. Take your full inhale. And as you exhale, send your hips high to the sky, downward dog. Find some stillness in your downward dog here. Root down through your hands. Have your hands glued to your mat and imagine that you're pushing your mat forward. Ears come in line with the shoulders. Bring the scapulas or the shoulder blades down and away from the ears. Bend the knees as generously as you would like so that your feet feel rooted and grounded. Your heels don't need to touch, but at least have a foundation. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Root down on your left foot as you send your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged downward dog. And if you would like, you can make some circles with the toes, the ankle. And then bend your right knee, open up the hips here, stacking right on top of left. Spread your right toes so you keep your foot activated. And if you would like, you can look underneath your left armpit and say hi to your right foot. Or not, you don't have to say hi to your right foot. That's fine too. And then find your 3-legged downward dog. Okay. Bring your right knee to your right elbow, slide forward. We'll stay here for a cycle of breath. And then 3-legged downward dog. And then right knee to left elbow, slide forward. And then 3-legged downward dog. And then right knee to nose, squeeze. 3-legged downward dog. And then step your right foot through to your hands. Find your high runner's lunge. And then drop your left knee and untuck your left toes. If you would like, you can always keep your left toes tucked. Look forward here. And then bring your right hand on top of right thigh. Left hand stacks on top of right. So come up nice and tall. And then reach your arms up to the sky. If you would like, you can give yourself a back bend if you would like. If not, crown the head reaches up towards the ceiling as you root down through your right foot and left knee. Take an inhale, reach your fingertips up high. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows. One more time, inhale, arms up high. Exhale, bend your elbows. Let's stay here for a full cycle of breath. And then inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, frame your right foot to tuck under left toes. Right foot meets left, plank pose. Lower down slowly or chaturanga, cobra or up dog. And then find your downward dog. We'll be in this downward dog for 3 breaths. Last breath here. And then reach your left leg high to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack hips on top of each other. Flex all the toes in your left foot. If you want, you can look underneath your right arm and take a peek at your left foot. One more breath. Left leg is high to the sky, 3-legged downward dog. And then left knee comes to left elbow, slide forward. Left leg is high to the sky. Left knee, right elbow, slide forward. Left leg is high to the sky. Left knee to nose, squeeze. Left leg is high to the sky. Left knee foot steps through the hands, runner's lunge. Root down, create a foundation here. before you drop your right knee. And then make a choice to untuck or to keep the toes tucked. There's no right or wrong, but root down. Place left hand on top of left thigh, right hand stacks on left hand. One more breath. Reach your arms up. Lean back if you would like. No right, no wrong. Inhale, fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows. Maintain the foundation in your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, reach up. Bend your elbows this time. Let's hold for a cycle of breath. Reach your arms up. Frame your left foot meets right, plank toes. And slowly lower or chaturanga, back bend of choice. And then downward dog. 3 breaths. One more breath here. Full inhale. Walk the feet to the back of the hands as you exhale, fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Fold as you exhale, root down through your feet. And then reach up, rise up, arms come up high to the sky. And this time bring your hands down to the side, palms forward, or your Samasthiti. So, root down through your feet, reach the crown of the head up towards the sky, and you'll have a slight external rotation of the shoulders because the palms are forward. Take one more cycle of breath. And then when your inhale happens, reach up, look up, fold forward, halfway lift. Plant your hands, right foot comes back, high runner's lunge. And then when you are ready, reach your arms up for a salute. So have a solid foundation in your right foot. Left foot is planted. Arms are reaching up. Heart is slightly open. Belly button is into the spine. One more breath in stillness. Full inhale, reach your fingertips up. This time as you exhale, drop your knee down. Let it touch the mat. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, let the knee drop. Inhale, high runner's lunge. Exhale, let the knee hover this time over your mat. Don't let it drop. We'll stay here for a full cycle of breath. And then inhale, come back up, high runner's lunge. And then spin your right heel down, warrior one. Awesome. Right arm forward, left arm back. And then as you inhale, reach your right hand high to the sky. Left hand comes to the back of the left thigh. And then come back into your twist. Left hand back, right arm forward. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Look over your left fingertips. Keep your foundation in your feet solid. Hips are turned out to the right side. Beautiful. This time, as you inhale, straighten your left leg. As you exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's hold. And then straighten your left leg, right hand drops to the back of the right thigh, left hand reaches high to the sky for a reverse triangle. And then as you exhale, frame your left foot with both hands. Step left foot back, plank pose. And slowly take it through your flow. And we'll meet in downward dog. You'll have 5 breaths. Two more breaths. Reach your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged downward dog. Step your right foot through to your hands, high runner's lunge, pause, root down. And then spin your left heel down, reach up, warrior 1. Have your hands on your hips, root down. And then as you inhale, step your left foot forward and plant. Come back into Samasthiti. Take a cycle of breaths. Reach your arms up. Fold forward. Find your halfway lift. Plant your hands. Left foot comes back. High runner's lunge. Find your foundation in your right foot and in the balls of your left foot, in the ball of the left foot. And then when you're ready, reach up as you inhale. Staying here, feeling it. And then as you exhale, drop the left knee to the mat. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, left knee drops to the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, allow the left knee to touch the mat. Inhale up. Last time, just allow the left knee to just hover over the mat for a full cycle of breath. And then inhale, come on up. Set the left heel down, warrior 1. Have a foundation, feel your entire left foot touch the mat. And then from here, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. And then right arm reaches forward, both hands reach up. And then as you exhale, open up to warrior 2. Have your hips squared to the left side of your mat. Looking out over the right fingertips. Keep your upper body solid. And then as you inhale, straighten the right leg. And as you exhale, bend into the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more time, straighten. Exhale, bend and hold. And then straighten the right leg. Drop the left hand to the back of the left thigh. Right hand comes high to the sky for a reverse triangle. One more breath. And then as you exhale, frame your right foot. Right foot meets left, plank pose. Slowly take it through your flow. Or skip it. Or just come into downward dog. 5 breaths in down dog, so you have time to play. Two breaths. Left leg comes high to the sky. Step your left foot through to your hands, high runner's lunge. And then reach up. Have your foundation. Place your hands on your hips. And then step your right foot forward, coming into mountain pose. Beautiful. Reach your arms up high. Fold forward. Find your halfway lift. Plant your hands, left foot comes back. Set yourself up for warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Okay, as you inhale, come into your reverse triangle. And as you exhale, settle into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, warrior two. And then drop your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Reach your right arm up high to the sky. Extended side angle. Cool. All right. As you inhale, come up, and then as you exhale, settle into peaceful warrior. So inhale up, warrior two, exhale, peaceful warrior. So left hand is high to the sky. Right hand is to the back of the right thigh. Bend is strong in the knee. Cool. All right. So flow back and forth at the pace of your breath. So as you exhale, come into extended side angle. As you inhale, peaceful warrior. Foundation is strong in the feet. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Last time, extended side angle. Peaceful warrior. Stay here in peaceful warrior. And then as you exhale, frame your left foot meets right, plank pose. Taking it through your flow. Meeting in downward dog. Two more breaths. Right leg high to the sky, three-legged downward dog. Step your right foot through to your hands, high runner's lunge. And then inhale, come on up. Stay here for a cycle of breath, get your foundation. Hands come onto the hips. Root down through your right foot. And then when you inhale, bring your left knee to your chest. If you want, you can hug your left knee into your chest. Awesome. Make peace fingers, hook it around your left big toes. And then extend your left leg long in front of you. One more breath. And then bring the left knee into your chest. And then send your left foot back. So you're back into your high runner's lunge with your salute. Because your right foot is your foundation and you are good. Cool. Frame your right foot. Step left foot to meet right, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Reach up, rise up, arms come up high to the sky as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway lift. This time, step your left foot back. Set yourself up. Warrior one. Open up. Warrior two. Cool. have your foundation, and then right foot to the inside of the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Left hand is high to the sky for your version of extended side angle. And then as you inhale, come into your peaceful warrior. Stay here for a cycle of breath. And then as you exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Find your peaceful warrior as you inhale and stay. And then as you exhale, frame your right foot meets left, plank pose. And then slowly take it through your flow or skip it and meet in downward dog. Two more breaths. Reach your left leg high to the sky. Step your left foot through to your hands. And then have your foundation reach up. Hands come onto the hips. Ground down through your left foot. Bring your right leg or right knee to your chest. And then when you're ready, hook your right toes and extend your right foot long in front of you. And then on your next exhale, bring the right knee into your chest. Step your right foot back, coming into your high runner's lunge with a salute. On your next exhale, frame your left foot. Step right foot to meet left forward fold. Find your version of a halfway lift. Fold down, and then reach up, rise up, arms come up high to the sky. Full inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. And then lower down slowly. Untuck toes. Chin touches the mat. Hands are underneath the shoulders. And then as you inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest for a little baby cobra pose. If you're feeling good, maybe you come up a little higher. Keep the glutes relaxed. Keep the heart open. Have some space in the neck. Slide the shoulders down and away from the ears. One more breath. And then as you exhale, fold, lower down. This time, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, make a fist. Then have the fist and the thumbs like touch the sacrum. So that big bone at the end of your tailbone. So you're bringing the shoulders down and externally rotating the arms. And then as you inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, lift the arms, send the fist back towards the feet, and then lift the feet up. Root down through your hip bones and open up your heart. Take a few more cycles of breath here, maybe lifting up a little higher. Rooting down a little deeper. And then as you exhale, lower down slowly. Cool. Place your forearms onto the mat so the elbows are underneath your shoulders. If you would like, you can clasp your fingers together or root your palms into the mat. And we'll slowly come into a forearm plank. So we're gonna stay here for 10 full cycles of breath. So if you need to drop your knees, go for it. But don't allow the shoulders to crunch up towards the ears. Remain open and firm. Nine more breaths. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last cycle of breath here. Maybe make your exhale audible. And then the forearms are still planted into the mat. Lift the hips up, so now you're in a dolphin pose. And then drop your knees. Place your hands onto the mat. And then lift back up, downward dog. Lift your right leg high to the sky, three-legged downward dog. And then as you exhale, bring your right knee through to your hands and set yourself up for pigeon pose. Make sure your left leg is directly behind you on top left toes. First, before you lower down, if you choose to lower down, place your hands underneath your shoulders and come up nice and tall. I want you to stay here for a full cycle of breath, just rooting down, reaching the crown up, opening up the heart. And then making a choice if you want to fold forward, where you'll be for the next 90 seconds. Thirty more seconds left. And then use your inhale to come up slowly. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Cool. Tuck under left toes, lift the left knee, and send your right leg back into your downward dog. Take a cycle of breath. And then lift your left leg high to the sky and bring your left knee through, setting yourself up for pigeon on your other side. So make sure the right leg is directly behind you. Sometimes it likes to travel as we do. But I know it's good for you guys. We've been rooting down and creating a solid foundation. Come up nice and tall first, okay? Root down through your palms, bringing the crown of the head up towards the sky. And then make a choice. Do you want to recline or not for the next 90 seconds? Thirty more seconds left. Take your last breath here and use your inhale to bring yourself up. Slowly set your left hip down as you bring your right foot around, so now it's on the outside of the left knee. Squeeze and give a hug to your right knee. Sit up nice and tall as you do that. And then set your right hand to the back. Give yourself a kickstand supporting your spine. Root down through your right foot. Don't let it waver from side to side. Have a foundation here. And then reach your left arm up. And then exhale, twist over to the right side. If you want, you can always hook. If you're feeling like you need a little more love, just squeeze in the right knee into the chest and then slowly rotating over to the right side. Taking a few cycles of breath here. Filling the belly up like you did in the beginning. And then the chest. And then as you exhale, slowly come back into center. And switch sides. So now the right heel is touching the left glute, left foot's to the outside of the right knee. Start by hugging the left knee in. And then place your left hand at the base of your spine, giving yourself a little kickstand. Reach your right arm up. And then as you exhale, turn over to the left side, making a choice to hook the elbow or hug the knee. And then slowly rotate to your degree. But remember, belly coming, or the breath coming from the belly, and then the chest. Two more breaths. And then as you exhale, come back into the center. Give a little squeeze to the knees. And then set both feet flat onto the mat. Hug the knees in, come up nice and tall. You've done this before. Tuck chin in the chest and lower down one vertebra at a time. And once you get there, hug the knees into the chest. Take a hold of the bottoms of the feet and send your feet high to the sky for a little happy baby. You can have stillness here if you would like. You can go from side to side, extending one leg as you bend the opposite knee. You can take them both wide. And then find some stillness in your happy baby, just for 3 breaths. And then hug your knees into your chest. And then extend both legs long, arms come up overhead. Give yourself a full body stretch. And then release, coming into your Shavasana. I'll mind the time for you, and I'll call you back. Take a nice full inhale in. Imagine the word or the object that came to your mind in the beginning. And then slowly release everything from this practice as you exhale. Reach your arms up overhead. When you're ready, turn onto your right side, find a fetal position. Slowly use your hands to walk yourself up, coming into a seated pose. And you can bring your hands into prayer or rest them stacked on top of your heart. And end your practice with some cycles of breath. I honor this place inside of me in which the entire universe dwells. It is a place of love, unity, and peace. And when I am in this place in me and you are in this place in you, together we are one. Namaste. All right.